How's everyone doing? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. Today is Friday, so happy Friday to all of you NIO holders. Today, for the most part, or I mean yesterday, because now it's Friday, but on the 19th, Thursday, the NIO was in the green for the most part. It went up to $48, so that was good news. And also XPeng went up to 48 as well. So NIO and XPeng were right next to each other, which was great for any of you who diversified and bought into both companies. I've been making videos on these two companies, XPeng and NIO, for the most part recently, and I hope you guys invested, when the stock was in the red earlier in the week because of earnings. If you bought in at $43, that was a great time to buy, especially because NIO went up $5 today or yesterday. Keep confusing yesterday with today. Now it's like 3 a.m. So I haven't gone to sleep and I'm making this video, but yeah, I want to go on with this video, guys. This is very bullish, but I'm going to talk about this prediction about NIO hitting $150 in the long term, and giving you guys two reasons why this can happen. Also, before I move on to the rest of this video, I want to remind you guys that if you are new to investing for whatever reason, it doesn't matter. I mean, it's never too late to start. Get started now. There's a link in the description of my video. Basically, it's the Webull link. So if you sign up, deposit $100, you can get up to 4 free stocks, and this is only like for a limited time. So it's not gonna be here forever. So definitely take advantage of that. But you get 2 free stocks for just signing up and opening the account. But if you want to get 2 additional free stocks, you deposit $100 or more as your initial deposit, and that's it. Within 30 days of signing up, it's very easy. You can get 4 stocks that are valued between $8 to $1,600 each, and that's a pretty good deal, I would say, for just opening an account and depositing $100. You can then, after you get the free stocks, after you get those 4 stocks, you can just put your money back into your bank account and then trade with those 4 stocks, or convert them into NIO shares, whatever works for you. Anyway, this is the article. It says strong earnings confirm NIO stock is on track to hit $150. Now, forget the earnings sell-off. NIO stock is a long-term winner. I don't know about you guys, but I personally believe in NIO in the long term, and it's not just to avoid the short-term capital gains tax, but it's also because I know that this stock has a potential to get to $100 at least, maybe even $150 if they expand internationally. That's one of the reasons why I believe this stock can go to $150. And there's another reason now, and this reason is a catalyst, or a few catalysts, because they're planning on releasing this new car, a sedan that's gonna be mass produced, and we're gonna hear more about that on NIO Day on January 9th of 2021. So yeah, I'm very excited for that event. Now today, today is the first day of the Auto Ganzu show. It's November 20th. Like I said, on this day, I don't think much is gonna happen, but we should hear more about NIO's partnership with GAC, and also just maybe some more details or teasers about the cars that they're unveiling in the future. Who knows? There's also gonna be other unveils from other EV makers there. So yeah, I mean, we're gonna have to go through the week to take in all that information and analyze that, but yeah, just be on the lookout for that too. Now, I just want to read this article. I'm gonna paraphrase it. I'm not gonna read all of it, but they mention how NIO is called the Tesla of China, and how, because they're selling luxury cars over there, SUVs, for the most part, and these cars range anywhere between $50,000 to $80,000. And if you know anything about EV cars, you know that it costs less to produce a EV vehicle than a gas-powered one, and that's because they don't have to deal with installing a engine and any running part that's connected to that, like the fuel pump or alternator, transmission. None of that. You don't have to worry about that. You don't have to even worry about oil or anything oil changes. So a lot of those expensive parts that the gas-powered cars are known for, like just replacing like the transmission, which can be very costly, just in overall labor costs and stuff. It's pretty expensive to install those things. When you make a EV car, you're installing the battery, the wheels, and there's the electronics parts and everything, but it's less complicated and less costly than when you make a regular vehicle. So obviously, if you're selling an EV car and it's a luxury car, SUV, and you're selling it for $50,000 to $80,000, and it costs less, so significantly less to make that car than what a normal SUV would cost. A luxury one, like say for Mercedes or BMW. You're gonna be able, the profit margins are a lot higher. Like you're gonna be making more money per sale just because you're saving more on the production side of things. So once you upscale the production and you expand to the point where you can mass produce these cars, you're gonna be making a lot of money, especially because just the amount you're saving from producing these EV cars, from not having to install engines and stuff into them, because they're not gas powered vehicles. So yeah, that's just one of the things I wanted to mention. They're gonna save a lot of money. That goes into with what they're trying to say, in that they expect NIO to have $7.50 in earnings per share by 2030. Now that's pretty far out. That's like 10 years from now. But their basic model that arrived them at that earnings per share price is that NIO will do 1.5 million deliveries and over $60 billion in revenue. So that's saying like NIO is going to be delivering about 150,000 vehicles per year for the next 10 years on average. That's an average number. That's not saying it's going to be exact. They could deliver 200K one year, 100,000 one year, 150 one year, so on and so forth. But the average would be 150 overall over that 10-year period. Now that's a basic prediction. I mean, it could be a lot higher though. They could have more profit by then, and they could have more deliveries, or they could have less. But this is pretty decent, I would say. This is like not taking into consideration any like exponential growth, especially because Chinese companies, they expand like so much faster than any other companies in any other country. So yeah, it's just I think NIO is going to be able to do better than that. In my opinion, I think that by then they'll be delivering way over 300,000 to 400,000 vehicles per year. So and beyond that, because so far Tesla's, that's their goal, is 500,000 a year. But that's their 2020 goal. And it's that modeling that suggests that they will be priced at 150 per share. That's not taking into account, like I said, the exponential growth. This is more linear and it's simple. So that's saying if NIO does only 150,000 deliveries per month and over the span of 10 years, like I said, production can ramp up to the point where by the year 2025, NIO could be delivering 300,000, which is double, or who knows, maybe even triple that number. And they could be delivering 450,000 cars a year by 2025, and that's only 5 years from now. So that number, that 1.5 million deliveries, is a prediction or model that they're using. But that number, in reality, by then it could be a lot higher. That number could be like 3 million or 5 million deliveries by the year 2030, and then that price target of 150 now seems very cheap, right? Because then the stock would be a lot higher. But by then, I expect Tesla to still be doing amazing, and then Tesla would be way higher than that, obviously way higher. But NIO wouldn't be too far behind. It would at least be half of what Tesla's worth by then. Who knows? Maybe a third. But yeah, I don't know the future. I wish I did. Only God knows. Now let's talk about NIO's recent price action. So we are at $48, but in the pre-market on 11/20, it is kind of in the red, so it's bleeding a little bit. But you guys see this formation of green candles right here? You have this large green candle that took place right here, and then a bunch of little green candles. So this formation right here is pretty bullish, but we were consolidating for the most part throughout the last week. So from the 13th of November all the way until the 18th, 19th of November, we were in consolidation mode. So the stock would go from anywhere between $43, that was like the lowest was $41 to $43, and to a high of 48. But then it would correct itself, go back down to 45, and a lot of good consolidation was forming right here. And now we're moving up, but we might be retesting the all-time high of $53. Who knows? Do you guys see this price action though right here with the green candles? It looks a lot like right here. Check this out. On the 11th of November, this is what brought us all the way up to $54 almost, before there was a big sell-off and correction that took place right after that. So could this happen again? Are we retesting all-time highs, and are we going higher than that like the price targets say? Who knows what will happen. Let me go over the NIO community on Twitter right now before I close this video. But basically, a lot of calls are being bought right now. As you guys can see in the green, you can see calls, ITM as well, respectively, and just regular calls. So more calls than puts so far. So that volume indicates that people are pretty bullish and see the stock going up. Now, another tweet that I want to mention from the NIO Twitter community is this one by Norman D. Fit. He said, NIO is not the Tesla of China. Y'all got it wrong. They're the Apple of China. I would love to share what I know, but if I did, NIO would go up to $100 tomorrow. I doubt that, but imagine. NIO is your golden ticket. NIO is the way. That's pretty bullish. I mean that's insanely bullish to call NIO the Apple of China. Here we are calling it the Tesla of China, but imagine they become the Apple of China. I mean, who knows, with all this going on with the ecosystem and NIO Power, NIO Service, NIO House, NIO Club, NIO Bathroom, whatever. Imagine. And another battery swap station was open, guys, in Dalian, China. So expansion. That's the key for NIO to reach $150. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave a like and comment. Subscribe to my channel if you're new. And I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out.